Good afternoon from Hobart. It's been a very busy afternoon here on race day 5. The bulk of the fleet has got home. I think we have 62 boats now in Kings Pier Marina, about 11 boats still at sea, and the retirements haven't changed, still at 30. Of the 11 boats due in, the last I think will be Kismet at the moment, 8:20 tomorrow, but looking at the forecast I would say it's very difficult to tell. There's some very light patches around the southern end of Tasmanian east coast at the moment. And so most of the fleet that have come in today have had largely quiet conditions, and a few of them stuck in some pretty large holes. Tomorrow early morning the southwesterly sweeps back in, but it doesn't last for very long, and there's a bit of a wind shadow in Tasman Island as well, so could again be slow finishes across Storm Bay. What's hallmark today particularly is the arrival of the two-handers. Rupert Henry's Mistral came in yesterday evening. You've probably seen our short interview with them. We're hoping to have a bit more of a chat with Rupert on a little more detail, maybe tomorrow. We'll see how we go with that. And we've interviewed a number of the others. So we've spoken to Jules Hall and Clogs, Jan Scholten, on Disco Trooper Contender Sailcloth. Interesting stuff to hear about them, not least from Clogs, who always comes up with some interesting idea. Jules called it the Woody Point Tactics. So for those of you who know Pittwater, Woody Point Sailing Club, not quite a club really, but they get some very light airs around there, and they use those sorts of tactics to get out of a really big hole just off Tasman Island. And they confirmed indeed that Tasman Island is that deep that you can in fact touch the edge and still be okay. Don't know if they got that close, but they certainly got themselves out of a fairly big hole there. We spoke to Zhang Ling with Francois Guiffon. They got stuck in a hole for 6 hours. Zhang said she was ready to jump off the boat. She was so frustrated, but in the end, it's come good and they're here. And we also spoke to Edward Curryhide and Scott Robertson on Toucan. Pretty amazing, their first Hobarts and doing it double-handed and getting here in really good shape. But as with so many of them, you know, it was really hard yards that first night and into Bass Strait. So good on all the double-handers for getting here. Really sorry to see a few of them missing, retired along the way. And of course the last double-hander will come in maybe last of all the boats. It was great to have a good chat with the Love and War team, and not least that at that particular moment when we were interviewing them, that they found out they'd won their division, which is great. We'll be doing more interviews tomorrow, and it should also be noted that there will be, at 11 o'clock, there will be a dockside memorial for Nick Smith and Roy Quaden, both of whom tragically died on that first night at sea. And for those of you like myself who managed to get here very fortunately in 98 Hobart, that will bring back memories of what was a deeply moving ceremony down here at Constitution Dock. So more news tomorrow, and that'll be a wrap. We'll be out of here tomorrow afternoon, and looking forward to doing a wrap for you tomorrow. Bye for now.